What's up, YouTube? Weber's 5 here, coming out today with the first place deck profile of my friend Sam's Despia, which he played in last week's tournament.
Yo.
So Sam, take it away.
Thank you very much. So the start plays 3 hand traps. It's the only hand trap I played, which is Veiler. It's also because it's a light monster, because light and darks are obviously the fusion basis for this deck. So whenever they go to rare fusion material, I was playing Gamma. I didn't like Gamma very much. It was dead a lot more times than it was actually good, but Veiler obviously was pretty decent, and you discard it most of the time as well. Played 3 Aluba. He searches the field spell, which is also your fusion, and then he has a cool effect of when he's in grave that if a fusion monster leaves the field, because the opponent's card effect, you can special summon to your side of the field, target one of those monsters and negate their effects. Sometimes it's pretty good, but yeah, when he's normal special summoned, he searches your main fusion spell.
Nice.
3 Tragedy. This card is probably the best card in the deck.
Well, it's a tragedy that it's a common though.
Yeah, unfortunately. I reckon this will probably be like the OTS Super that comes out of the card. This card is just insane. Basically, when it's sent to the grave by card effect or banished, you can search any Despia monster from your deck, which is insane. And then also when it's in the grave, it can banish itself to set one of your spells back from the grave. So,
wow,
Luba, when you search the field spell, if they pop the field spell and it goes to grave while this is in your grave, then you can banish it from grave to reset the field spell.
Mental.
It's like absolutely insane. Play 2 Dramaturge. You don't really want to, this thing is quite mental. You don't really want to see it.
I'm assuming that's why you're playing 2 then.
Yeah, that's why you're playing 2. I mean, I don't think 3 is a bad idea, but 2 was probably like the best amount in my opinion, because you don't always want to see it, but you definitely want to see it when you want to see it.
That's why 2 is the safe number of when you want to see something but you don't want to open it.
Exactly. When you use it as fusion material, so from your hand or on the field, or wherever you're fusing from, if it's been used as fusion material by its own effect, it special summons itself, and its other effect while it's on the field is if they summon any form of extra monster, fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link, you can negate that monster's effects for the rest of the turn on summon. I forgot during the tournament that it works on any monster, not just your own. But this is quite insane, and also with the fusion that you have that you'll see later, when it leaves the field, you can summon a Despia monster from deck, so you can also just summon this guy out and that leaves the field from the deck, which is why you'd probably always play 2 copies, and why 3 isn't so bad, but definitely is this insane card. Play 2 Comedy. People don't really play this, but I think this is quite a mad card. If they target any of your Despia monsters with card effects, you can discard it to negate.
I can understand the reason of not wanting to use it. Targeting is like iffy.
Yeah.
But I can understand it.
But it saves sometimes, like when your fusions, because both of them are quick effects. If they try to stop it, you can obviously, if you have this in hand, you can negate it. And this bounces quite well with the field spell. Say for instance, when you have one of your fusions, while you have the field spell, if any of these non-fusion fairy monsters leave the field, you can special summon 8 or higher fusion back from the grave.
Oh, that's mad.
So this also has the effect when it's in grave, you can target one of your monsters on the field, tribute it, special summon this to the field. So if you have your field spell, which then recurs your fusions back from the grave, if they like try to pop or attack your fusion, you can use this to tribute it to the grave, to summon it, or someone impermed me, and I chained this, and rather than them banishing my card, I send it to the grave, summon this, they then attack this, and then the field spell summon the fusion back from grave.
Mad.
1 Albaz. I wouldn't say any more than 1. I don't really go into the Albaz stuff very much. this effect can come up, which is like a fusion poly for him and their monsters. But 1 is probably the best. It does come up a few times, but I don't really see this that much. But it did come up in clutch when I played you in that game.
Yeah, it did.
3 Albion the Shrouded Dragon. This card's pretty good. It's like recursion, and it also gets your spells and traps to grave. So you have a couple spells and traps that set themselves back from grave if they're sent by the effect of Albaz, which is this guy, because he's treated as Albaz while on the field or in the grave.
I suppose that's the other reason of why you don't need to play
any more than him. Yeah, because while these are in the grave, you can use them as fusion material.
That's probably the thing you want more.
Yeah, it has an effect of has a 2-part effect where if it can send a spell from deck or hand to grave, and depending on which one, it has an effect. From hand, if you send the spell or trap from hand, you can special summon them. If you send it from deck, you can flip into the bottom deck and draw 1 card.
I suppose that's pretty.
It's probably the main effect, yeah, because it gets you one of your spells to grave, and in the end phase they'll set themselves by being sent, and then you also get to flip into the bottom of the deck to draw 1 card.
Sounds pretty good.
3 of the field spell.
Maybe into the spells there.
I've seen people play less of this, but I think this card's insane. If you draw it, it's never ever been an issue if you draw this.
And from how you describe it, it kind of sounds like you want to see this as quickly as you can.
Yeah, I think you want to see this literally as quickly as you can, because anything you want to fuse with is going to be good for you in the long run. This is quite insane. Branded opening. It's probably again one of the best cards in the deck. You can discard any card and take a Despia monster and add it to your hand, which this bounces off Tragedy incredibly well. Because if you open this and Tragedy, that's basically like your star. You discard Tragedy off the effect of opening to search, and then because if Tragedy goes to grave, and then search is a monster, so you search twice off this card.
Oh wow, that's insane.
And then it also has the effect of if they're destroyed. If a fusion monster would be destroyed, destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this from grave to protect it.
So it's a search that also has protection effect built in as well. That's pretty good.
Which you can also like send this to grave off with the Albion Dragon if you want to just have protection for your deck, but you don't really do that though.
I mean, what
I play a small dogmatic package. I play two punishment, because obviously you're going to be sending certain things from your extra deck. Pretty self-explanatory. 3 Nadir's Servant. Again, because I play a Stoll package for Winder, so you're going to want to send your Alkalone.
Oh, what? They're re-releasing the original?
I play 1 Maximus, 1 Fleur, and 1 Ecclesia.
Probably like the minimum of the engine.
Yeah, of course. It's obviously insane. Maximus is absolutely like insane in the deck, because you're probably going to, if you draw Nadir's Servant, you're probably going to search the Ecclesia, and then you'll search the Maximus, send 2 from your deck, either an Apcolone or Titanic Lad, which is really easy to make in this deck as well. And you then get to search for Fleur in your end phase to have them negate on their turn with the Ecclesia, and you can also send Apcolone to create Winder on your next turn.
Yeah, I was trying this with Magician's Souls and Endymion. It's so good.
I played 2 Fusion Deployment. This card's okay. It wasn't bad. I wanted to try it out because I was hoping to see more of the Albaz engine, which did work out pretty good sometimes if I drew nothing and drew this. Then I could basically summon an Albaz and go to my Fusion playstyle there, especially if I was going second. It was okay. It was probably something I'd cut if anything. But it did come up once. 3 Fusion Poly. Pretty standard. I don't think I need to explain Fusion Poly. Insane card. And it works with all your Despia monsters as well, because you can get something if you discard them. Like you discard your spell, you discard Tragedy as well. Like if you go second, you discard Tragedy, you get a search and get to fuse on the same turn. So it's pretty insane. Play 1 each of Branded White and Screams of the Branded. These are the 2 you're going to send with the Albion Dragon. This is a fusion from anywhere. Field, hand, graveyard by banishing the materials. If it includes Albaz, it's going to summon basically your Albaz monsters, and then Screams of the Branded. which I think is pretty insane. Any time a fusion, the same turn of fusion goes to grave. If you activate this, then it will summon it straight back to the field.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That came up where someone popped my window, and I literally just chained this and then put it back on the field. And they gained a special summon, but they still couldn't do anything. Which means saying, and these cards both have the effects of if they're sent by the effect before Nabaz, they set themselves in the end phase from grave. So these are the cards you're going to be sending with your Albion Dragon.
So they're both fine in your hand to set, and they're also fine to be discarded.
Yeah. And then you're +1 off of doing that off the Albion Dragon as well. Most of the time, it's in your hand. One Imperial Order. This was just a one-off, just in case, because it hurts pretty much everything, or a lot of things that are running right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, especially if you play Striker or the Spellcaster deck, it's probably going to win you the game. 1 Gold Sark. Again, this card's pretty insane, because if you draw this, and I play Foolish Burial, these are basically extra copies of Tragedy. Because if you Foolish the Tragedy, you get the Search, and if you banish it, you get the Search.
It's just because it says if it's banished as well.
It's banished, yeah. So these are both basically just extra copies of Tragedy.
Nice.
And then, lastly, Schism for the Shadow package.
Yep. Moving into the extra.
So I played 3 of the Quertus. 3 never really came up. You could probably cut this down to 2. He's your main guy for your Despia plays. He takes 1 Despia monster and a light or dark.
Hence why your deck's primarily light and darks.
Exactly, which is why Veiler's pretty good hand trap. I was debating Ash, but it's fire, and I didn't think it needs it. He's insane. I think people underestimate this card a lot. He has the quick effect to nerf everything on the field to 0 attack if it's not a level 8 or high fusion. So it's pretty incredible, to be fair. This card saved loads of time. And also has the effect of, if it leaves the field, because of opponent's card effect, you can summon a Despia monster from the deck. So if you search your Luba, it searches the field spell. If you search Dramaturge, it summons it, and you can summon Tragedy if you want. You can probably cut him down to 2 though. I don't think I ever needed 3 ever, the whole time. I think the whole time I played this deck I've never needed 3 of this card. I play 1 each of the Albion Dragons.
You sure?
Yeah.
Cool.
These 2 are pretty cool. This guy is basically him, or any other fusion you want. So you summon this. It's an Albaz and a light monster. And as soon as you summon him, you can use cards from your field, grave, or banish, and you banish them to fusion summon straight away when it's linked. A lot of the time you can quite easily make this guy a level 8 or higher monster, which is a lot of your monsters, and calm destroyed by battle. These are pretty good, or obviously you're going to go into him, and you can instantly, if you have the materials in your grave, you can just banish them to make anything you want in your extra deck.
Very nice.
2 Titanic left. He's really easy to make in the deck. He's pretty good, because obviously most of the things you're going to send are level 4 and level 8s. So his attack goes up to like 3/7 standard when he's summoned, because he gains 100 for each level that they have.
Square them all up. Cut once.
And then he also can search obviously a Dogmatica or Fallen Albers in the end phase. So you can send him off of, which is why I kind of play 2. So 1 you can make,
then, just like
or you can send both and search your Dogmatica cards.
Jokers have moved down further into the deck trying to find your card. You don't need to confirm it because they already know it, but your card is basically
1
not over here anymore.
of Priscinian.
Okay. No?
Some people don't play this guy. I think he's pretty good because he is makeable.
Somewhere here is your
He
card.
works with all your other plays, and he's 3/2, 3/2, which is insane. And he has the quick effect during the main phase that he can special summon an extra deck monster from your opponent's graveyard and summon him to the field.
Or banish it.
Or banish it. And also, if he attacks a monster, they take damage equal to their attack.
So you might
This was pretty good. I kind of played one of this. I made this more than you'd expect, and it did quite really well. But I did kind of put it in there for Dragoon. As long as they can't raise its attack, and I get a turn to attack it, then I can attack it and summon it to my side of the field.
Wow. Watch carefully. See the 6 of diamonds. It goes in the middle. Take so, yeah. Give a few cuts.
I mean, you could
give it a bit of a shuffle.
One link Karibo. This is basically for tragedy. If I open with nothing and the link Karibo, I can make tragedy. Link Karibo with tragedy.
You also know how it works up in as well.
28. I like that.
I played 2 other send targets other than
we're not going to have that card because that card's
the Titanic Lads and the Alp Cologne, which is these 2. This is just in case something annoys on the field and I can target, bounce it by banishing it from grave, and then obviously Entis, which is a pop.
No.
Dogman panic is 5%.
I played
2 cards here.
Shadol package, which was Construct, App Cologne, and Window. Window, obviously, you're going to send the App Cologne, discard 1 to search Schism, and then in their turn make a Window, so they can't special summon. And then, just because I played the package, and I obviously played a lot of light monsters in the deck, Construct, which has come in clutch quite a few times, to be fair. And it gets rid of anything if it attacks it.
True.
And then 1 super poly target, which was Starving Venom. But I never used this card at all.
And then like this, did you pay attention? It's on top.
But yeah.
Your cards on top.
Okay guys, so that was the profile. Hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below what you thought about it. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I will see you next time.